at the spot where the lights are bright. We're laughing, shouting, holding on real tight. Just examine that old school sound in the rhythm of the night, where fun's always found. Here we're rolling all the way, just let the good times flow. In this pixelated land where the wild ones go. Cruising at the arcade floor. We're shooting in Gallagher Road. Yeah, we're glowing at the Pixel Show. Let's blast them at the game machine glow. Well, everybody playing, everybody scoring. Scoring at the baller room touring.
Hello, and welcome. It's Friday night, guys. We are here live coming at you from the Galacade. How we doing tonight?
Good.
Yeah. We
I
were.
didn't get my ice cream earlier.
I know. We we actually were running a little behind. It got cut up watching TV, and it was like, oh, what time is it? And then we're down here like trying to scramble to get stuff ready because it was just like. We got real involved with what we're watching and totally got lost track of time.
I said, "What do you need?" He said, "Everything."
Yes, I was like, "Oh, I need this." Like, hurry up! I didn't have my camera like set up or nothing. I was like, "Oh, let's go." So, glad we're here now and everything's chill and calm and we made it good. Hopefully, we sound good, guys. I didn't get a chance to test the mics before we started, so hopefully, we're good. We're good to go. I know. I'm assuming Super Gamer Dudes is probably still going on. I know they had a great interview going on tonight. I like to catch stuff here recently on the replay because while I'm working, I just sit there and I just watch stuff and listen to it while I'm working. So like I'm not there whenever it's going on, but I'm gonna watch it like the next day or the day after. I know I did that with like James Hates Everything's stream and today because he was on last night. So that's kind of what I do a lot of times. It's just easier for me, kind of thing. So I didn't get to catch much of it tonight. There wasn't a lot of people on tonight. Usually Glenn's on and yeah. We still talking about Basic Fun WrestleFest. Yes, let's talk about it again. Actually, I do have some news about that, but that'll if we have time. We have a lot of things to talk about tonight. So I don't know if we'll have time to mention them all. But last week we weren't around, so we missed a lot of news that happened last week. I bet so. Okay. Uh, thank you for putting him on the spot. That's my cue to make some cocktail. Yep. We went to Hawking Hills last week. Yeah, got to unplug for a little while. Had a couple fires. Just kind of chilled out in the cabin. It was us and my in-laws, her parents, so and the kids.
I thought I saw a spider. I'm sorry.
Oh, and we just relaxed.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, the kids slept really well, especially considering the first night.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
Yeah, it was. We were supposed to have her whole family come, but then people got sick, and then our one nephew, he's got a lot of medical attention that he needs, and the surgery had come available, and they're like, we have to quarantined for 2 weeks before he's able to do this, so they couldn't end up coming. And it was just like, we still had a good time, even with
Massive house for
yeah,
just the small amount of people.
yeah.
My
I think
mom was like, "I'm gonna use this bathroom. I'm gonna go sleep over here."
yeah, she was like, there was like 6 bathrooms, and I think she showered in every one of them. She's like, we had to make it worth our money, so she went
Yeah.
and showered in every one of them like twice a day. It was pretty good time. But while I was there, and Burger Time Babe can attest to this, they did have something that caught my eye, something that I never thought I would be interested in having in my arcade. Like these you see kind of at arcades, all anywhere you go usually. And it was actually, let me switch this. One of these hoop basketball arcade game things. And there was one there. Let me make it a little bit bigger. There was one there, and I couldn't stop playing on it.
No, we couldn't.
It was really the only arcade-esque thing they had there.
Yeah, yeah. There's a pool table,
Yeah.
which we did not play any pool.
The kids played with the balls.
Yeah, I guess they did.
Yeah, they played with
And
the
my dad
balls.
cleaned it.
Yeah, and her dad cleaned off the pool table, but never actually played pool. But the house didn't have much. You could hear everything through the walls. So apparently, every time I'd mess up, I would shout at the thing, and they were like, "We
Oh,
were here."
come on! Every time. Oh, come on!
Yeah, because it kept getting it wasn't this one particularly, it was a different one, but it had a little lever inside of it. That's how it counted the balls going through, and it get stuck sometimes in the net, and so then I'd be on a roll, be doing good, and all of a sudden it just like kink, and then it gets, and then the balls would get stuck, and I was like, oh, I was on a roll, like I had the rhythm and everything. But what do you guys think? Is this something that you guys would consider if you had the space, if you had the room, or is this something that's never really been on anybody's radar at all? Let me know down in the chat. I mean, what do you think, Burger Time Babe? Do you think this would be something that would compliment down here, or
I do. If we can find the right one.
here's the problem: is that these are 80 inches tall. Like you have this bracket. Okay, so you can see. So I can't zoom in. Cool. So the actual hoop is down here. So then there's the top, right? There's the top. Now that top is 80 inches, and my ceiling is exactly 80 inches tall. So technically it could fit, but we're worried about the arch. Like, people are going to be smacking the ceiling, trying to get it in the hoop. But then I'm like, well, it's really far off. Like, it's not like you're going to be, throwing it that high in the air.
So you find one to test and then see like
I got one right here.
no, like to physically test and
Oh,
see like how far like would it hit the ceiling? Because you're right, the net is lower. So I mean it may not be I don't know.
yeah. Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you think? Is this something that you would consider for your home arcade, or your garage, even, because it's kind of like a big thing, so you'd almost have to put it somewhere with a lot of space? Let me know down in the chat. But that was kind of our first topic here tonight. Just wanted to share that with everybody, kind of get the feeling of what's the community think about it. I technically have the room like width wise and stuff. I have the
Yeah.
space. I can make it work. It's just the height that's the issue. Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, now that it's been a few minutes here, let's say hi to everyone in the chat. What do you say? All right. So first off, there was Burger Time Babe here. Ace of Jack's Media Grounds. Always great to see him. If you guys ever want to see whether or not it's worth seeing a movie in theaters, go check out his channel. I just watched his today about the new Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie that came out. I think it's a couple weeks ago, where he's like some UFC fighter. They like changed his face so it didn't look like The Rock. See, he's not well known, and I was kind of interested in it. So I was like, oh, well, he takes and tells you if it's worth seeing in the theater. He really just said it wasn't. But if you want to check out movies, there you go. You can do that. Then we have Meatball Saucy. He's in the house. Marine 50. Always good to see you. There's Ace of Jacks again. We got Jason Low Alien. How we doing? The best moderator in the business. Meatball Saucy. I'm so waiting for you to get this Rogue Ally as Xbox ROG Ally X. Gotta say it right because I said it wrong before. It's an Xbox ROG Ally X, not a ROG Ally X. You gotta make sure you put. It's like, why couldn't they come up with a shorter name than what they did? But they didn't. So Saiyan Spirits is here. Always glad to see him. Such a good guy. PB&J, Q, it's time for cocktails. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Who else we got here? I think that might be it right now, guys. We got the center pack here tonight. That's what we got. That's what we got. But now it's time to make our drink, I think, because I need a drink. Yeah. All right.
I'm quite thirsty, and the water's just not cutting it.
It's not cutting it. So we're making tonight. I decided to call it the Tecmo Touchdown because it's football season. I thought this is something you can make to watch football. But obviously people are going to be drinking beer. But this is another option if you want to like make something. Did you just drink ice?
The ice hit me in the face.
There's nothing in there though, but ice.
Yeah, I was getting the water, and the ice was like stuck, and then it hit me in the face.
Oh, hello, Dark Side. Can that on a WrestleFest arcade? There's a lot of opinions on the WrestleFest arcade. Absolutely, absolutely, there are. For me personally, I have no nostalgia for the WrestleFest cab. If I did have nostalgia for it, it would be a hard sell to get the one that Basic Fun has made just because of all the things that are missing with it, as well as some of the design flaws we've seen through like P-Dubs with his reviews. I think that James Hates Everything did a review, and there's been other ones too. But there's been some issues with it as far as like the deck protector and things that would kind of make me hesitate. But also, if I had a lot of nostalgia for it, I think what other means can I get this? And there are ways to get the WrestleFest cab with WrestleFest, and we'll talk about it tonight because we had already have companies coming out and finding ways to fix the device. So we'll be talking about that later on tonight, though. So stick around. As well as tonight, we have a giveaway, guys. So if there's only 10 of you here, which is all I see right now, 10 of you, there's a huge chance you're going to win it. A couple weeks ago, we had we did Star Wars with 19K Fox, which was a great stream. And I promised to give away some of these ice balls that go into your drink glass. They're on Amazon. I have them personally that I use them. They do very well. This one also comes with a Millennium Falcon bottle opener. So if you have any bottles that need opening, you can do that. And then yeah, so I thought since we didn't get a chance to do that the other week because I got kind of cut off my stream, it froze. I thought this would be a good time to go ahead and give that away too. I already gave away one on Arcades Anonymous on Wednesday. I thought, hey, I'd follow up and make sure I do one on my show too. So stick around for that, guys. We're doing a question, so that way we can get that.
I am saying spirits. I am.
Yes, as always thinking about ways to retire early so she doesn't have to go back to work on Mondays. Yes, that is her every week and every night. Do I
Yeah.
have to go in tomorrow? Is there some way we could just not have to work anymore? That's usually our conversations.
Yeah. Yeah. The first 3 days are the hardest because that's when I go into office and I get up between 3:30 and 4, sometimes sooner.
Yeah. And
So I really don't want to go in on Monday.
and I get all three of the kids on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So it's
He's
not
a trooper. This guy is a trooper. I mean,
yeah. I work and I take care of the three kids on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's very fun. It's very fun. But you got to do what you got to do, you know. All right, guys, and to add on to the chaos that was tonight, as far as getting ready, I didn't set up the second camera. I've been using that second camera to kind of show people while we're pouring. So we're gonna have to do it old school style. I'll have to pick it up and show you what we're pouring here. But I did do this because I think J Rod is the one who had mentioned doing something like this. Boom, guys! So you know exactly what we're mixing while we're mixing it. So this here is my Tecmo Touchdown drink. So it's kind of like a Moscow Mule, but we're adding some apple cider, so that way it gives it more of that fall football type of feel. So yeah, you just need 2 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces of apple cider, half a lime, and then you just top the rest off with ginger beer and then mix it. That's all you got to do. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Now, can they see us? Okay, there we go. That's probably the best way to see us. All right. the kids would say they take care of you. Yes, they do. They do. Sometimes they, you know,
They keep you on your toes.
yes, they definitely make sure I'm always watching. All right, so let's go ahead and add in 2 ounces of vodka.
Look,
Well,
for real?
For real. I think that was 2 shots right there.
Okay, so you guys didn't see that. It spilled
That's
all
why I
over.
didn't have the second camera. I knew tonight was going to be a mess. So I was like, we're going to just 1 and 2. All right. 2 shots, not 2 shots, 2 ounces.
We need
All
paper
right.
towels over here.
I have a rag right here.
I mean, we need to keep a roll of paper towels over here.
Boom. Spilled a little bit. Okay. And
That's
then
okay.
we got 2 ounces of apple cider. So any apple cider will do. That's what we got. Any vodka will do too. Any ones you like to mix with. So 2 ounces straight into the cups. Well, this time I'll be a little more careful.
You better be. I'm just kidding.
There's that. Get you a year or 2. Now you have not tried this yet, have you?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think I made it to try it to see if I actually wanted to advertise it on the show, and then I think I just I think I just I just drank it. All right, and then you have to do half a lime. So we're gonna do this old school too. I'm just gonna squeeze this thing in here, and she's gonna squeeze hers in there too.
Maybe.
She's like, I picked out the hardest limes.
I did. I even like rolled them first.
You need my assistance?
I got the driest lime I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Is that
I just put it in there. It helps give out the lime. Don't hurt yourself now. Don't hurt yourself.
ouch? Yeah, it's just in there now.
All right, cool.
That's how.
There you go. And then you just top it off. I'm just gonna put my half lime in there too. Make it look festive. And then you just top it off with ginger beer. We'll top yours off with ginger beer too.
Sploosh.
And what I do is I just call this beer because I am the ginger. So this is just beer to me. Then you just mix it.
I did need help, but I wasn't going to accept it. I was gonna do it myself.
That's right. That's right. The driest lime ever.
It was the driest lime I have ever seen.
All right, guys, let's try this. That is delicious. Try that out. We'll have this up. I'll make sure I make a post about it so you guys can have it.
That is good.
Yeah. It's like a Moscow Mule, but with a apple-y twist.
I'll take a little more. Not now. I'll take a little more apple in mine.
Yeah, she likes apple. All right, guys. Yes, they do. Sounds good. Love ginger beer. Yes. This is the Fever Tree premium ginger beer. It's usually what I use whenever I'm doing it, but
We'll have to get some more when we go to Sam's tomorrow.
yes. Police psychiatrists have designated their psychopathic tendencies, taking care of 3 children. Yes. I always love these drinks, even though I don't partake of them myself. Yeah, that's a-okay as long as you're getting some entertainment over it. Hey, 19K Fox is here, and she did need help, but she absolutely refused to take it. She don't need no man. That's right. Apple cider, any apple cider will do. Even expired Liz. Yes, even that one. You use that. You use that.
So, I mean, it's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I was like, oh, it's fine. It's fizzy. It'll be all right. And I had some expired fizzy apple cider. It was all right. I mean, I'm still here, so
Yeah.
I'm still here.
That's what happened. Hello, Sir Sega. How we doing? I have all but the ginger beer right now. So I did use I had
Ginger ale.
I had ginger ale I used one time. And it did its job too. Hello, Mike Hawkhurts. How we doing? Yes, so you could try the ginger beer, or you could not ginger beer, I mean ginger ale, or you might be able to try Sprite.
You could try Sprite for the fizzy factor, but it's not gonna have it.
It has a ginger beer has a little like kick, a little
Yeah, it's not gonna
spice
have
like
the same
to it.
kick.
So does ginger ale a little bit. Has a little bit of a burn. That's usually what's in there. So that's what does it. What's going on, Israel Gaming? Welcome to the show. MSU Rich. I think I said hi, but I'm gonna say hi again. How we doing? How we doing? BurgerTimeBabe, are you sure are you still here? And isn't a simulation you're stuck in while you get retired from work? That's what it is.
When you put it that way,
You're in a simulation.
that very well could be.
But we got some good news here. Coming out of Wonderland and BurgerTimeBabe. I have kept her in the dark when it comes to this stuff because I wanted to get her first reactions of you know what? We're gonna talk about that first. We're gonna talk about atgames. That's so because I love to talk about atgames.
You can't surprise me with this stuff. I go blank.
Yes. We're talking about atgames first because there's turtles everywhere right now. Like turtle mania is happening right now for some reason. Like let's take this off the screen too. Let's get this out of here. Like everywhere you're just finding up never. Hello, John Fritz. Hello, Goofyfoot. Welcome to the show. So atgames. Everyone knows I love talking about atgames. That's some of my my favorite people to talk about. They have really made an impression on me that continues to elevate or continues to expound. I don't know exact words, but yes, they're just someone that I just love talking about. And they made an announcement today on their page. They are coming out, and P. would say, "That's so tiny. Go bigger." Let's go like this, if it'll let me. There we go, so you guys can see it. atgames expands Legends Pinball line with a Paramount partnership, adding Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles table. So they have this table that they're going to be presenting to us. They say that the home edition TMNT pinball cabinet will be released exclusively at Sam's Club, available for members to purchase in club and online starting November 1st. So November 1st, guys, if you have a Sam's Club membership, which we do, you can buy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles atgames pinball machine.
Oh.
Yes, remember we looked at it before. I believe it was with Mike, bad guy Mike. Remember we talked about that?
The table, the pinball?
Yeah, the pinball machine.
Mhm.
So this is what they're talking about, that pinball machine.
Yeah.
So there is actual footage of the pinball table that they have, not the actual machine, but there was someone who was at the Pinball Expo this weekend, and they were like, "Hey, let me get some film." I believe it's Retro. I forget his name now. I don't want to say it wrong. Basically, it is Retro Tech X. So go check him out. I can share the screen there on what he saw as far as this table, and go check him out. Make sure you give him I'll give him a like right now, guys. Make sure you follow him and also subscribe. Boom! Right in real time. This is what I did for him. But this is the table that he showed off as far as the turtles. And yeah, it looks like your average atgames Magic Pixel-esque type of looking table. What do you guys think of this? This table here, is this something you're excited about? Are you excited about the actual physical table, getting it, seeing it, what it's like? Are you excited about the pinball itself? Let me know in the chat. They are retro. That's right. They use film. Hello, Spunkin Spice, Pumpkin Spice MG, Spunkin Spice. How are we doing? Never fails disappointed. They always find a way to screw this up. And they will not be 4K themed, as Jason Little Aliens has pointed out. I made my first trip to San Francisco this afternoon. I'm so excited. I almost walked out with a Pac-Man neon but cooler heads prevailed. Oh, hey, that's good. You didn't fall for the FOMO. My cock hurts. That's always good. That's always good. We don't want to do that. So my thoughts on this. I watched this a few times, and it seems just like another bland table. Ever since they did the whole thing with Battletoads, and KI, it just like I don't know. Those tables didn't really pop out to me either. Whenever I watched people play them, they weren't really that big of a deal. It was more about the IP than it was making a good table. This kind of just looks like another one of their tables that they make, and
With turtles.
yeah, but it just has turtles on it. So they did not sway me. Now here's the thing though: the first time that I got atgames HD, I got it from Sam's Club, and I got it for $200. That was my original HD. Um, let's see. Hey, this drink isn't too bad. I think I added a little too much ginger ale, but it's not bad. There you go. Just a little bit less ginger ale, and you're good to go. You're good to go. Um, but I got the other one, the original HD, for $200. So if the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles HD somehow drops in price and ends up being like $200, I don't know if I will do it, but it will be very tempting because it's like for $200 I could even buy it and resell it for more, hopefully.
Yeah.
At that price, it's like, well, I can sell it for 400. Someone else will get a deal too. But yeah, it would be. I don't think though I have any interest in this at all. Personally, what about you guys? Um, you can never have too much ginger, right?
Right.
Right. That's right. That's right. Not at all. Not at all.
There's
Well,
there's only one table I think I would ever want.
what's that?
That Mario one.
Oh yeah, the actual arcade machine. Yeah.
No, I mean if I mean maybe you can buy it. I don't know, but
All the like a virtual
hmm
version of that.
yeah, that's
Um,
because I'm not a huge pinball fan, just because I'm not very good at it. But I love that table.
yeah, yeah.
The local place here has one.
Yeah, the
Well, over there.
Mario, is it a William? I forget who made that one, but it's very bright. Like
There's a
the
lot of
things that
flashing lights, but
you're like, "Whoa," trying to play and you're
it's
blind.
like Super Mario.
Yeah, yeah, it's like Super Mario themes.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, you do. We do have 3 kids. We do have 3 kids. So that's the news on At Games. This is coming out, and I'm sure this is going to be a great table, HD table. It's going to look nice. It's probably going to play well, but you're going to end up with the same issues that you have with any At Games product, and that's the company behind them and how they always have issues. Oh, 50 Shades of Sunbird. That is amazing. That is amazing. Okay, MG, that's great. That's great. Um, so yeah, that is at Games News. Again, personally, I don't think I'm going to even worry about it, but I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm happy for anyone else who's been excited for it, but I kind of feel like this might be undercut because we got other news, other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles news that BurgerTimeBabe has not seen from Wonderland Amusements that came out today also. So they were like, you want to bring out, your virtual pinball table? Well, guess what? Wonderland, they're here to tell you we're making a physical Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinball machine. Can we get your affiliate link to the? Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get right on that. I want to see that G.I. Joe Nintendo cab, guys. Stop, bro. Come on now. Hey, JR, how we doing? J-Rod, hey, I thought you said you weren't going to make it. I'm glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. J-Rod, he actually texted me last over Discord and was like, hey, you got a show last Friday? I was like, oh, I'm in Hocking Hills. He's like, oh, man. So thank you so much for showing up. I didn't think you were going to make it this week, so I'm glad you're here. But yes, so they're making a physical Ninja Turtles cabinet. Now, we don't have any information about how this looks right now. I know that something was shown to Gamer Fridge. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. Gamer Fridge at the expo, which they said he couldn't share. But then other pictures are coming out, so I don't know what's real, what's not real. But apparently, they're also going to be making a foosball table. That one person said they were. One person said that they don't know if that's going to happen or not. So, don't know if they're all on the same page. Don't know what exactly is going on. But the rumor is foosball table, and then the is it a hockey bubble table? Is that what I don't know what that's called? It's the hockey things.
Oh, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about, but I don't know what they're called.
yeah.
Oh, she's moving around a lot.
Oh, the baby. Yeah. So, which I find it very weird that they're talking about doing those other things because their Facebook page, they just changed the name to their Facebook page. I got a notification saying, "Hey, Wonderland Amusements has changed their name from Wonderland Amusements to." Let me shift it over here so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Whoop. And it is now. Let me make myself bigger, or this thing bigger. Wonderland Amusements Pinball Club. So I don't know why they changed that name to Pinball Club, and then they're like, "Hey, we're gonna come out with things that aren't pinball." Um, Mutant Ninja Kinklers.
What they got.
Is that what? Oh my gosh. Yes.
Sorry.
I haven't been a big supporter of Wonderland Pinball so far, but I would be interested in a TMNT, Marvel, or WWE pinball product. So I found this weird. The same day they announced, or the same time frame that they're telling us that they may be coming out with a foosball table, a hockey table, and whatever else, and then they changed their name to pinball. So I guess this isn't their official page though. This is Carl Brooks, so this is probably not their official page. So he probably just changed it. That's probably what happened. It's not their official page anyways, dumb. So maybe Carl's like, they're just going to do pinball. That's what it is. The only other thing that kind of concerns me, which MG brought this up, I'm excited for a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, pinball machine, physical one. But the issue is right now they're advertising the 2012 Ninja Turtles. Now, I have gotten some reassurance from other people that this is just what they're advertising right now, because at the expo, it is the comic book looking Ninja Turtles that's on the sign. So this may just be some generic images that they used and they just found these turtles and put them up here. But I'm hoping it's not these ones, because if they end up being the 2012 Ninja Turtles with the big feet, yeah, awkward, very awkward. Why do they have a picture of people jumping in a Scarlac pit? Oh, that's right. Um, let me see. I wonder if someone else has a name or something similar. I don't know. So again, that's Carl Loves. I thought that was their official page. That's Carl's page that he just made for people who like Wonderland. It was not their official page. I got mixed up on that one. But yeah, if they did come out with an original, or if they came out with a pinball machine, but they made it these turtles, how many people would still be interested at that point? I'm really curious. In the chat, if you'd still be interested with the 2012 Ninja Turtles, put a 1. If you want the original, like 90s, 10 Ninja Turtles, put a 2 in the chat, because I want to see what people really think here. Shotgun Sean, how we doing?
Excuse me.
What do you think so far, Burger Time Babe?
Of what?
Getting a physical Ninja Turtles pinball machine.
I mean, if you would like it, like I said, I'm not a big pinball person, so
Yeah.
I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. I just
1980s original. Yep. Same way here.
I would support you. We'll
You would
say that.
support. You
I
would
would
support whatever.
yeah, I would support you.
Is there one that you would prefer? I mean, how much of a turtle fan are you? I don't know if you're much of a distinction.
I mean, I guess I have some nostalgia from staying at my grandparents, and my uncle is 10 years older than me. So I mean, when I was 5, he was 15. So I mean, he would watch this stuff, and so I've just got and some of my love for Tekken is because we played with him when I was a kid, and so for me, I guess it's just a little bit of nostalgia, but it's not like something I'm really into.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like right now we get a lot of twos. Everyone's saying I don't have anyone saying one that they would still buy it if it was the other if it was these turtles. So hopefully they stick with that. They go back to the 80s and they stick with those turtles and not these ones. But again, um, were these ones in the past? There have been Ninja Turtles pinball machines before. I think even Stearns made one. That was really difficult whenever I played it. I'm not a huge pinball guy, so it could be easier to other people, but for me, it was crazy. You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose. Well, too. Sorry. MG's just like I'm gonna press one just to mess with you. It would be cool to see a Last Ronin. Oh, that would be cool. That would be very cool. All right, guys. All right, guys. It looks like we're all on the same page with this one. I'm glad. And again, they did that too. I believe James Hits Everything had talked to me about it a little bit, and he said that they had done the same thing with the atgames Turtles machine, where it was kind of like some wonky, different turtles, but it looks like it's going to be more the 80s original turtles according to the table that we saw. Um, so maybe it's the same situation. They just advertise with these ones, and it's going to be the originals.
I will say I don't like these turtles.
What's wrong with them? They just got really
They
big
got
feet.
big feet. No, I don't know. They lean toward that new cartoon style. Like, they're redoing all even old cartoons, and it's that new.
Yeah,
I don't know.
this
Like
is the one I
everything is
think was.
fine. We can't fight.
Yeah,
That kind of art style. I don't like it.
yeah. It's I think this one was like computer animated. The 2012 one, like it was like really, and the background was really dark all the time, and it was just looked kind of cheap to me. I didn't really like it. Um, sorry to you. Okay, cool. I believe you are saying I want to be a good time. Good. All right, guys. Well, that's enough of that. And we did have 19K Fox in the chat. If he's still here, I don't know if he is or not. But he had a post that he made a couple days ago. And I tried to find it on their Facebook page, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I was like, you know what? I'll just share 19K Fox's post here. So go check out 19K Fox for all your latest Unico news, because he's the one who brought this to our attention that Unico has something in the works here. This is the, let me go a little bit more full here. All right, so this is the Nova Blast variant from Unico. This is their Raiden looking one. Kind of more of a black looking one. It's got a lot of I think it's nice. I liked it. Um, I honestly, if this was next to the white one, I think that I would probably choose this one. Like I don't know what it is about it. I just like it. It's got that little side art over here. I like this marquee too, though you can't quite see it on here. But yeah, I thought it was a neat idea just to change it up a little bit. I assume it's probably going to come with Raiden the game. I'm assuming, unless they're just going to skin it like this and tell you have to find your own version of Raiden to play. I know there's tons of ways to play it, but yeah, I'm assuming it's still the same Unico that we got before. Might have to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose half of my audience now.
I should be able to come right back, but
Yeah, okay. We got children, guys. We got children, so they're usually pretty good. Now I play the Arc Raiders server slam now. They're buying this. Yes, my Outgames pinball is gone. I had the Snoopy 4KP and I sold it. It's gone. But I think that if I didn't have a Chulix, this is something that I would really consider buying. Like,
yeah.
well, since I have a Chulix, it's kind of, I guess because it would be a shooter cab, you just have vertical games on it, so that might be a benefit to you. Like, oh hey, I'll just put that in there. But it's kind of weird to have two 2 Chulixes unless you're just doing that, just one vertical and one horizontal,
Yeah.
and calling it a day. So that'd be the only reason why I'd buy it. The pricing on this, we don't know yet, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same, if not more, than the last one. And the last one was kind of pricey, and really kind of turns some people off. Not saying it's not worth it, because it is, higher quality metal, and also, just better quality all around. But it is still really expensive. So I don't know if the licensing, putting the stuff on there, is going to make it more expensive, be the same price. I don't know, but what do you guys think? Are you interested in something like this? I know candy cabs aren't really talked about much in our arcade community. People don't really get into them too much, but they are, out there. I love candy cabs. I think that they're always a cool looking feature, and my Chulix people love that too. So
Yeah, they even play Sims on it.
yeah, I have a niece that every time she comes over, we're like, "Let's go to the arcade." She's like, "Okay." She picks up the Xbox controller on my Chulix and plays The Sims. And I'm like, "This is an arcade." And she's like, "Yeah, but I can play The Sims on this one." And she'll sit there and play Sims for like 2 hours. And I'm like, "I guess if you're happy." I mean, I'm not one to judge, but if I went to an arcade, I don't know if I would
Be playing Sims.
if I would be doing that. If I would be doing that. Um, but it is what it
At least
is.
she's hanging out down here because she's at that age where,
Oh yeah, everyone's so uncool.
yeah.
And we're just,
Excuse me.
yes, check out Fox's YouTube channel. He was on here a couple weeks ago. That was a great show,
It was a
and
good show.
it is available to watch as of now. Happy Friday, Michael B. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I am slowly losing my voice.
Yes, you are. Do you need like a cough drop or anything?
No, I got a drink here. That's what's helping me. That's what's helping me right now. Usually I don't talk much, right?
No, never.
Yeah. But honestly, depending on the price, I would I don't know, I would consider this. I'm not gonna lie, I would consider it.
You're also running out of room though.
I am running out of room.
But like I said, it's gonna come to a point where we're gonna no longer park our vehicles in the garage, and it's
She
gonna
thinks I
be
want to take over the garage, and I'm like, no, I won't do that. I got enough. I got half the house here in the basement. We're good. Um, shout out, Tote Master Todd. Is he in the chat?
um somebody said something about the price of storage units.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. Whenever he told us on Wednesday how many storage shed he has, I was a little shocked. But each their own. If he can afford it, that's what he wants to do. I guess.
yeah, but then Mrs. G.I. Joel was able to kind of help
Yeah.
justify why. Like it makes sense.
I think he said they had two, and then whenever they moved, then he had to get another one, and he had one for his arcades because they had to move for family reasons, and that's why he has a arcade storage thing, because they plan on moving eventually again to a bigger house. But that's just kind of where they're at right now. So, anyways, uh, arcade or not arcade one up, basic fun. It's hard to differentiate them from one another anymore. Um, I hope he did. I really hope he did. Did you get it, Meatball Saucy? Like, please tell me you did, because you're the one I want to like dig into this thing the most. Because I feel like you're the guy that's going to tell us like, the deep rooted meat of the
I think he said he
Xbox.
got it earlier in the chat.
Oh snap! Well, that'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to the content that he makes about it. But so we had some news about the Buy Stuff products. A lot of people were upset that Buy Stuff, our Basic Fun, had some issues with their machine not having all that you want in a WrestleFest. And Buy Stuff was there to answer the call. They said, "Hey, you know what? You guys want WrestleFest with everything on it." BurgerTimeBabe's tapping out for a minute, guys.
Yeah, I gotta get her back down.
There we go. They said we would answer the call here, guys. And they've already, they have already done a mod to their WrestleFest cab, where they have put this is muted, right? Okay, yeah. They have put the all the original ROM or emulation of this on a WrestleFest cab through them. So looks like they may be selling this eventually. I mean, I'm assuming that's what they're going to do with it. They don't just advertise it like this and not do anything about it. That's what they're known for is their mods. So it seems like that's what I love about our community is that if there's something that we want done, we're like, hey, this stinks about this machine, or this is something I would change. We got companies and people in the community that's like, you know what, you're right. Give me about a week and I'll figure it out. Um, so I did a lot of that too. I think this morning I was doing that. I was like, okay, like I played a little bit and then it's mentioned like, hey, you need to update the drivers and things. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. So then I started updating mine too. Got the remote desktop installed and the embedded app launcher configured. Going to start loading up good stuff in the morning. There you go. There you go. Um, yes, my stuff being awesome as usual. They're like, and the way they even did it, they're like, oh, you guys said there's missing wrestlers off of WrestleFest. Hey, let's check real quick. And then they turn on theirs that has 12 different wrestling games on it. And then they load up WrestleFest and it has all the characters there. So they kind of did it in like a smirky, like ours has it. So that's just their own way of putting it out there. They're like, hey guys, like all is not lost when it comes to the WrestleFest cab. There's always something in the works. So I thought that was really cool. So they're kind of there's always someone to help save these companies in some measure or form. That's why I always view it. That's like, hey, yeah, if you don't they don't have what you want on the machine, someone's gonna be able to help you to get it on there. So that was some good news. Kind of. If you want the WrestleFest cab to go with this, obviously it's gonna cost you $500 to $600, depending if you get a hold of that coupon. So it kind of does sting to think, oh, I want to spend $500 and then have to modify it with a buy stuff to get the game that I wanted originally with everything on it. But then you also look at how much would a WrestleFest cab cost with the maintenance and everything like that. So it's a lot to consider to take in. Is this something? If anyone in the chat has the WrestleFest cab, is this something that you would consider buying? Or if Buy Stuff came out with a mod for this, is this something that you would consider buying? Or do you think, I'll just deal with the WrestleFest that I have and deal with all of that nonsense that they have going on that cab? Let me stop sharing that. But just when you get some good news about Buy Stuff, or not Buy Stuff, Basic Fun, I mean, Basic Fun, you get some good news on how to change your Basic Fun cab, and you're like, hey, this is awesome. Like, even if I get this, and after a while, I'm like, hey, I want the full WrestleFest cab. There's an option for me. Well, there was some other news brought out by the one and only, the Quarter Deck Arcade. Let me pause this real quick and bring it up. He found something out about the, and if you haven't, if you're not subbed to Quarter Deck Arcade, great guy. Love his shows where he builds. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Where he builds a lot of different arcades. That's what he does on Sunday mornings. Talks about stuff. But he found an issue. He has the Tempest and the Centipede are Basic Fun countertops, and he mentioned that he realized that they do not keep score. So if you have a high score and you did really good, as soon as you turn off the machine and power it back on, that the score is donezo. So he found this out whenever he was playing these. That's really unfortunate. I think the last time that we had them without the score was like the original 1-ups, like from like the original, like, was it Gen 1 and maybe Gen 2? They had some that wouldn't keep the score. I know Rampage didn't. The original Centipede didn't. Galaga did. Trying to think if what other ones there were. Street Fighter. I don't know if that one kept your score or not. But and the Asteroids cab did not keep your score either. And that always stinks because it's like, unless you write it down, if you have like a board or something you could put up that keeps your high score that you can write on. It kind of just stinks that this is done. Yep, high score, take a picture. Yep, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I have some cabs. I've had some cabs in the past that don't keep the high score, and it's always just like, man. And then if someone beats that high score, like, oh, I have the high score. You're like, no, no, you don't. Like I've beaten that score. Or someone else has. It's just on the machine. It just resets every time you turn it on and off. So to me, if I was interested in these, personally, I'm not. But if I was, that would be a huge, huge blow to my decision on whether or not to buy it. Um, you can just download high score, old high scores. There you go. You can just take a picture of those and throw them up and just say you got that. Um, I got Springtail 1 week to honor the $50 coupon for my WrestleFest counter. It's being sent back tomorrow. Nice, nice. Yeah, she definitely hates when scores disappear because then I'm like, oh, look, I beat your score. And she's like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, according to the scoreboard on the top on there. So I must have beat yours. And she's like, ugh, she gets so frustrated with me. But yeah, what do you guys think? Is this a deal breaker for you? If I was interested in these, it would be for me. I'd be like, no, I'm not buying it then because it stinks. What are you fighting for? That's part of the whole thing is like, hey, you're gonna put a score on that machine and you want to have your initials there, boop boop boop, and you want people to try and go for that score and beat your score and you can keep it going. Like that's the to me that's part of the arcade experience is to put that up there. And if it goes away every time I turn it off and back on, that stinks. That really really stinks. But yeah, what do you guys think? Is this something that's gonna keep you from getting it? Is it something that you're like, yeah, I don't really care, it just looks cool, but I can still play it and it doesn't really bother me? Let me know in the chat while I take another big swig of this delicious Tecmo Touchdown. That is delicious. That is delicious. Losing score is not desirable. Not at all. Not at all. So we had another miss by Basic Fun on that one. And I think we give them a lot of grace. At least I'm trying to give them a lot of grace because it is kind of their first, you know, bone in the fight kind of thing. This is their first up and coming. I mean, if you think of RK1 Up, their first cabs that came out, they weren't very good either. They were a lot cheaper though, so there's that. But I do give them a little grace in that area. Still think they're too expensive, and obviously they said they're learning, so hopefully the next ones will be way better. If they can take Sergeant Slaughter and Legion of Doom, Auto WrestleFest, and Randy Savage, Auto Superstars, you would think they would just take the ability to leave high scores out, no initials. Yeah, I don't know how it is on the WrestleFest cab, but I do know for those two, the Tempest and the Centipede cabs, those ones you cannot. Being such a big sports fan, I'm surprised you don't have a drink for every team. I've had a drink for every team. Nope, not buying any Basic Fun products so far. Okay, no excuses. Gen 1 Final Fight is great. That is true. Only grace I'm giving them is not grace. Out of. Okay, yeah. No grace. No grace at all. I'm hoping that things will change. Now, everyone knows it's the Supreme. They're delaying that now until the rumor is until the beginning of next year, so 2026. Um, my only caution would be with a 4-player deck. I'm hoping they have either better vinyl put on it or a deck protector because especially the 4 people, if it's what we're seeing with the ultimate cabs, I think they're called ultimate cabs. I don't know how it would work with a 4-player cab. You got 4 people going at it, and they're just scraping stuff, and I don't know. I think that would be a huge in my book if they do not have some type of different material. And maybe that's why they're delaying it. Maybe that's why they're delaying it. So maybe that's what makes it better. Let's see what the chat has to say here. Um, but I'm not giving. I'm not going to give grace on things I had to spend money on. That's true. That's true. Do you think they would improve on a one-up though? Read the market and a deck protector? Come on, that is true. So they unlike RK One Up, that didn't have much market research. They just had an idea and a product that they were trying to launch. Basic Fun has a lot they can look back on and try and improve upon. So that is true. Basic Fun just seems kind of in over the heads at the moment. Yeah. Sean is so mean. Sean, according to Saint Spirits, you are mean. Prove him wrong. Mariners are one win away from going to their first ever World Series. That's cool. That they're leaving. Oh, that they're learning is BS. They're just seeing what they can get away with. Hey, that could be true. And the best way to show them that you're not going to take it is to vote with the old wallet. So, and I think they're kind of seeing that. I know that WrestleFest is sold out, but I think it was up for a lot longer than what they thought it would be. Because I think it was said like 15 units for a long time before they finally sold out. So maybe they kind of maybe they're kind of seeing things, laughing at saying, "Yep, yep, all Sean's are mean." Every Sean, cut your pie hole, MG. Oh, shut your pie hole. Maybe Costco saw what a disaster the Ultra launch was and told them to fix the stuff. That wouldn't be past them. I know that they don't like the product, and they'll say, "Hey, we ain't doing that. You're gonna have to fix something." Triumph or die, buying the basic Fun WrestleFest at their asking price is bad enough, but then having to buy stuff arcade on to make it what it should have been from the get go makes it way too expensive. Yeah, that is 100% true. Uh, that's the one thing. If they went on sale for like the one ups did, they dropped down to like $200 on some type of special deal, and then you do the buy stuff mod, maybe that's worth it for you in the end. But it's going to be a hard pill to swallow if you're paying full price for that. And buy stuff usually does stuff. They do very well with what they do. Their mods are fantastic, but they put a price behind that. They have good quality, and good quality means higher price. So that's also going to be added on that. And that makes me think too with the Supreme, how much more is the Supreme going to be compared to the Ultimate? I think that wasn't correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Wasn't the Shack Jam, wasn't that $700? I think it was for that one too. So what if the Supreme uh WrestleFest is 700? It's got to be more expensive. It's bigger. So what if it's 700, $800? I mean, how's that going to impress upon people? I know it's bigger, but man, paying that much for a broken arcade ROM, that's a tough pill to swallow. So hopefully Costco will be like, you know what? We don't like these on our shelves. Let's drop them down to $100, like they did with NFL Blitz. Although that's not good for the company. I don't want that to happen to the company, but it'd be great for us as buyers, as people buying them. All right, what else we got here? Legion of Doom and Sergeant were on the marketing material when they tried to make deals with the retailers. So who knows if that caught them off guard with the changes. Yes, that is true. That is true. All right, guys. Last subject here tonight. Let me pull up my channel. This is the YouTube channel that I watch. I guess I don't watch my own YouTube channel that I participate in the most. My channel. So this week, if you didn't know, I got my hands on an ROG Xbox ROG Ally. I did an unboxing video for that whenever I got it, so everybody could see. So you go here, boop, there you go. What I thought of my first impressions of the Xbox ROG Ally X, and just getting a feel for it. I've had it since yesterday. Was it yesterday? It's been such a blur. Yeah, yesterday. And the first day I got it, opened it up. Obviously, you gotta, if you want any games, takes a while to first of all boot up and download all this stuff. Took like an hour or two, and then you put a couple games on it. So I got to play. I played Spider-Man on it. I played Indiana Jones. I played Tekken 8. I played what else have I played on it? Oh, I played uh, Black Widow Recharged, which I don't know if you guys have played Black Widow. You know, a lot of people don't know that there is a Black Widow Recharged. Fun game. It's Atari, one of the Atari games. Played that on it too. Just been kind of messing around. This morning I went ahead and downloaded some more drivers for updated it, like Meatball Saucy has updated, saying he's updating his. So I got a lot of that done. I did find it. First of all, I love the machine. I only know the basics of this, so I'm only doing like what your average person that just decided, hey, I want to buy one of these, and let me take off that closed captioning because I think that distracts people. Your average person that just buys one of these and doesn't know much about PC stuff. That's kind of where my step is right now. I'm not diving too deep into it. But for like an average person getting this, like this runs fantastic. I did have one YouTuber that said, if you're playing a AAA game and you have it completely powered as hard as it will go, you can't get more than like 30 frames per second without it being plugged in. I did not find that to be the case. I tested it again on Tekken, and I was getting like 60 frames. I also did it on Spider-Man, and I was getting around 45, depending on what we were doing in there, around 45 frames per second. Was I getting 120 like it says on there? Absolutely not. So you might have to power it in. But then I noticed with the YouTuber too, he said that he was just doing it on medium settings. So I don't know if he just didn't power it up all the way, crank it up. Like he didn't do that, but I was getting, pretty good results for a handheld PC. Uh, Another thing people were saying is that this weighs more than the uh, Steam Deck, and I have to disagree. I don't think it doesn't feel any more heavier to me. I said in this video I need to like take my Steam Deck and this and kind of hold it and see, but to me, just holding it, it feels like it's lighter. Now that could be because of the handles too, because you get those grips in there and it feels like you're just holding an Xbox controller. Like I have no problems sitting there holding it. Um, it's a great thing just to have in your hands, compared to having like a Steam Deck or uh, I'll rewind this a little bit, a Steam Deck or a Nintendo Switch in your hands, which my hands have never felt very great on. So overall, I am very happy with my purchase here, and I'm looking forward to a lot more game time on it. Now, the one hitch that I wanted to warn people about, if you're thinking about getting this, I kind of knew it, but some people were surprised, apparently. This does not play your entire Xbox library. Like, if you own Xbox games, it may not play it on this machine. Uh, this will only play Xbox games that are on PC. So, like, if it's in that PC catalog, it'll play it. But, like, one game that I didn't know if it was on the PC catalog or not, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, it's not on here. I'm like, oh, it's not a Xbox PC game, so I can't play it through the Xbox side of things. You have to go through Steam and purchase it through there. So there's a way to play those games, but if you want to play your entire Xbox catalog, just be aware you um, may not be able to do that. So through the initial stuff, um, it is $1,000, but they do have a another version for $600, which is a little bit less powerful, but it's still a great product. Let's see what the chat is saying. Looking for what looks like a decent channel. Pretty. I should probably sub. Yep. Shack Jam was $5.99. Wow. Did not realize that. Look at my face. You got double the face, double the ginger. So let's rewind here. We'll go back. We'll just start there, so that way we're not seeing my face double. Yes, we are the three princes of the universe. Me, Meatball Saucy, and Michael B, the Game Genie. I think are the only three people who bought this in the entire community. Like I haven't heard anyone else perk up and say, "Hey, I bought one too." We are getting old. It has been W longer than WWF. Tell Basic Fun to get the F out. There you go. That's awesome. Seems awesome, but I don't do portable. I have plenty of TVs and consoles that I can access for these games. If someone needs to escape with this, I'm sure it's great. Yes, exactly. I have experience with the device, so I know how to start with all the first update. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I'm really looking forward to Meatball Saucy's videos on this because I know he's like got a lot of experience with these. I had a Steam Deck, so I didn't really do, Steam Decks are just basically built to play Steam games on. So this is more of a portable PC than it is an Xbox. And that's where also a lot of confusion came in, I think, because people thought this was just an Xbox handheld. No, this is a portable PC that Xbox kind of slapped their logo on and made a way to access your Xbox PC games more easily. That's basically how I'm gathering it, at least. Another pro tip: if you can play it on a walk-in freezer and avoid, you can avoid overheating. Mine hasn't overheated yet, but it's only been a couple days. I expected with the hardware upgrades and the OS and Xbox mode, it will be phenomenal. I'm really interested in VR performance, a handheld VR PC. Oh, that would be very interesting. Um, let's see here. Okay, that's where we were. I watched a teardown of the ROG X, and the fact that it's modular inside of everything being one board is great. Everything is an Xbox. That is right. And so I wanted to ask about that too, because I'm like, okay, I can play Xbox games on my phone technically over a cloud. So I wanted to ask Meatball Saucy and people who know this stuff better, like, isn't there a way I can access that same app on this? And even though it's I can play it over the Xbox Cloud app instead of I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, how come I can play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero on my phone, but I can't play on my Rogue Ally? Like, doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna have to like sit down with someone and be like, there has to be a way to get this to work because that doesn't make a lick of sense to me. But maybe there's not. Maybe there's not. But my overall take so far is I love the thing. I think this is going to be great. I think that I'm going to add some stuff on here that I had on my Steam Deck. My brother-in-law, he's really good with mini PCs and adding different ROMs uh, to things maybe that he may. I'm sure he purchased legally and just has the rights to do that. But he said he could hook me up and get me the same, just blast of ROMs I can put on here. And once I do that, I don't know if I want to keep my Steam Deck because this is pretty much just blows that thing out of the water to me. So now, will you be upset when this goes on sale for 20% off? I will be upset. I will be upset. Is there a reason there's more attractive than another 4K TV, another game console for the same price as their homes took over the existing? Make me a believer. Oh, oh no, sorry to hear you broke it already. I didn't break it already. Um, so for me, which I said this in my video, actually, for people wondering why I need a portable device whenever I have access to a TV. It's right here. Guys, this is the answer. This is the average life of someone with toddlers. My TV is gone. like, like I don't have access to my TV. Normally, all day long, it's Paw Patrol and kids' movies. And then if at the end of the day, usually it's 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, my wife, I want to spend time with her. I don't want to take away the whole TV so she can watch me play something. She's usually wanting to watch a movie, wanting to, watch a show or something. Well, if I have an Xbox, the handheld, I have that in my hand. And I can play that. We can still watch the movie because I'm good about paying attention to the movie while I'm playing a game. So I can do that, still play the games I want, still let her have the TV, and just chill. Like that's the reason why I personally have always wanted some type of higher performing handheld. Um, you have a giant basement. The same price gives you a dedicated basement console and a brand new Corey TV. That it was my point. Does it need to be portable? Yes, it does. It does need to be portable, and this is the reason why right here because yeah, yeah, yeah. So yes, I'm multitasking. So this TV, um, I never get to use like ever. So that's the main thing. Um, but he can play while he's watching the kids. There you go. I plug my current ROG Ally X into a TV dock more than in handheld mode, but I can and do play handheld from time to time. See, I honestly, my Xbox that's down there in the picture, you can see it. I barely get to use that thing, and it's because again, my TV is usually always taken, and my Switch has been last gen, or I don't know, the Xbox, PS5, Xbox, and Switch era. I play the Switch the most of any of them because I could sit there and play on my handheld while they were taking up the TV with whatever. So that's my reasoning. I'm not saying this is for everybody or that everyone should go out and get this. If you're someone said if you're traveling a lot, this might be a good idea for you to get something like this. But for me, that's really what it comes down to. Is just that there is me just not having time for the or not having access to the television. Um, yes, so and that is true too. Whenever we take long trips, usually I am the passenger princess, as they call it, because she gets sick. Even looking at the phone, like I'll be like, "Hey, could you look up this restaurant?" She looks at the phone for like not even 5 minutes, and she's like, "I'm about ready to throw up." She's like, "I can't do it." Um, Let me see here. What else we saying? What else we saying? Tommy Tallarico announced a new television, and people still waiting for it 7 years later. Atari announced a new television console today. Shipping is just 7 weeks. Oh my gosh, I remember that whole thing. Oh, who was the? Why can't I remember his name? Pat the neon that guy, Pat the neon punk or something like that. NES punk. He had a big old to do with him, right? Like he was calling him out, saying that it's a bunch of garbage, and people were attacking him because they said it's real. This is real. It's really going to happen, and then it never came out. Yeah, I remember all that. Uh, I'm going to have to do a bedroom video to demonstrate. I, I, okay. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully, you're talking about using your using your ROG Ally. Um, I will never use my Switch 1 and 2's portable. I always use them docked. Would have been awesome for them to have two models. Would have saved folks a lot of money. Yeah, that's true. They could have done that. I wonder how much more that'd take money to split because they have to have two different sets of you know molds or whatever it is. I don't know if that also was added in there or they just didn't care. Yeah, I have a TV. Actually, in my bourbon room, I got a TV. It's just yeah. Usually I'm upstairs on the weekends. I come down here, but that's cool. I never play games out of the house. Yeah, that like this. Whenever we went to the Hocking Hills, I brought my Steam Deck and I was playing that as well as my Switch. I played that a little bit too. All you need is your system, chair, headphones, and a cheap projector, and you'll be good. That's it. That's it. You just need all that, and you're good. That's it. The Garage Gamer. I want my details. You can find out about their expanded games. You're supposed to be able to bring out the system via memory card, external adapter. Very confusing. I'm trying to see what he's talking about. Oh, I'm going to try the new television. Okay, that's what he's talking about. Okay. Let's see here. All right, guys. So now we have 17 here in the chat. You guys have stayed here through thick and thin, guys. We are a quarter till midnight right now. I'm only halfway through my drink. Only halfway through my drink. But we have a giveaway. And Jason the Little Alien is in the chat. And he is the referee um, when it comes to answering questions. Unfortunately, I use Restream. And on Restream, you can't do the wheel thing, which I wish they had something about that that you could do where you just type in hashtag Star Wars and it's just random. So I had to come up with a Star Wars trivia question, or Star Wars related trivia question that only a true Star Wars fan would know. So everyone, um, absolutely not. And I believe if that was the case, 90K Fox would beat you to my house and probably steal it away from me and say, I don't deserve the big blue if I want to give it away. But get your keyboards ready. So here's the question. And for this, let me show you guys again here so you know what you're winning. Let's go here. Share this. Again, these are the Star Wars Death Star ice cube tray. So you fill this up, it makes an ice cube ball. Looks like the Death Star. You can put that in your drinks. Really cool looking drinks that it makes whenever it does. I wanted this one. Really cool looking drinks. I guess you can even put juice in there. These are like orange juice looking ones. So you can even put juice in there and make different stuff with it. But also comes with the comes with the bottle opener that looks like a Millennium Falcon, which is super flippin' cool. I agree. I agree. So, what?
We've got another one awake.
Which one? They got another one awake?
The middle one. He's staying there, but he's awake.
We got another kid awake. They're like, we know what you're doing. Okay, so the question. Everyone, get ready. Get ready. So the question is, what's the name of George Lucas's first movie, which is Easter egg throughout the majority of Star Wars? So what is the name of George Lucas's first movie, which is Easter egged throughout Star Wars? What's the name of George Lucas's first movie? At one point in time, he has on the back of the clone troopers' helmets. I believe on I think it was Leia's helmet whenever she's pretending to be a bounty hunter. It's on the side of it. I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner. I'll wait for Jason Little Alien to give the final, but I think Sir Sega may have won it. Yep, Sir Sega. THX 1138. That is George Lucas's first movie that came out. Forrest Gump. Nope, he didn't make that one. He didn't make that one. But that was his first movie, and it was very, very different. It was a very different movie. Have you ever watched that movie?
I don't think so.
It is very different. It definitely is not Star Wars. Driving Miss Daisy's not a. Well, I was just going with THX 1138. That's all I was going with. So, not Wedding Crashers either. Sir Sega, are you in the Discord? If you could, just shoot me a message over Discord or even over Facebook to get a hold of me, or I even have an email. Let me put it up here on the ticker tape. Hey, it's A-okay, babe. Thank you. She says, bye, chat. Captions. There it is. There is my email, galgaguy88@yahoo.com. Very easy to remember. Just my name at yahoo.com. So galgaguy88. Type that in, send that to me, and I should be able to get that out to you. As you know, as soon as I get that, Amazon's very easy like that. I used to have stuff ordered to my house and then have it delivered, and it cost me money to have it delivered. Now it's just like I'm just gonna do stuff on Amazon because it's super, super easy. Now for tomorrow, I believe I am going to do. I don't know whether or not to make it just for members or not. I'm kind of debating, but I want to be building G.I. Joe's cab that I have. I finally have time to do it. So I might do a live stream where it's just me building it. So you can stop in, make sure to look at that tomorrow so you can see me trying to be handy. I built a lot of these cabs, but I'm still not very good at it. Not very good at it. Yep, that is correct. That is correct. But as far as that go, guys, I believe that this is it for the show. But let me do something else here. I forgot to put in the redirect for the Garage Gamers. Give me 1 second here, and I will have that redirect going here for you guys. But the rest of the week, I am going to be trying to do some more live streams, do some more shorts here, trying to boost those numbers. We do have a giveaway we're going to be doing at our 1,000 mark. I'm just a smidgen below the hours I need, but I'm like, I need the subs. That's what I'm basically trying to get at now, so that I can get to that 1,000. subscriber and be able to give you guys a bunch of free stuff. Right now, I have a that Burger Time from Numbskull. I bought one of those, so I can give one of those away. And we're gonna have a fun time for that 1,000 sub giveaway. And where is the Garage Gamer? I'm trying to find him so I can find his show. There he is. All right, let's go to his live. And let's copy the link. And then I want to go back to me. I want to do this right now, guys. So, guys, you guys don't have to do anything. You just stay right here, and you can go right over to them. Just give me a second here. I will do this. And it's going to take me just a second. They're like, "What are you doing, man? Just stop." No, we're going to do this because it's always a great show. Redirect. Let me go here. Copy. Paste that. Paste it. There we go. Saving that. Boom. So it should redirect you over right to them. Their show tonight is about the Elvira pinball that we got through everyone except for atgames. Has atgames got it yet? I know that there was a whole delay thing going on. You can play it in VR everywhere else, but atgames, it's almost like one company kind of has issues, but the rest of them do pretty well. All right. Guys, that'll be it for me tonight. I want to finish up this drink. I may end up finishing up her drink, but stay here, and you'll be redirected right over to them. And it should be 20 minutes later. Just a second. And don't forget to email me, Sir Sega, right down here. Email me. All right.